And folks, in today's 10 Minutes to Your Health segment, we're diving into the real impact of posture on your overall well-being. Joining us to dissect this topic is Chief Executive Officer and Lead Physiotherapist at Musclecraft Physiotherapy, Dr. Savion Francis. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Doc.
Good morning.
And I pray that you and your family will be safe through whatever it is we might get. Hopefully we won't.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is posture?
Listen, our posture is how we align our spine and all the muscles, the ligaments, the tendons that surround our spine. So if we catch so, our spine has now gone into a curved to the right? And it puts a lot of pressure on the muscles, the ligaments, the tendons. But what we want to do is to usually maintain as best as is possible our posture when we're standing. So we're thinking about that same posture when we're lying down. We're thinking about the same posture when we're sitting like this, when we're on a high stool. How can we maintain our spine in that, what we would like to say, a neutral posture, so that we're not loading in too much in one way, giving too much pressure in another way, because it really causes an issue over time.
I can feel myself almost leaning forward. So how am I sitting right now?
All right, so we are doing pretty well
I'm
now.
okay like that.
Yes, and the reality is that we are dynamic. We were created to move. So sometimes we will lean forward a bit, sometimes we'll lean back, sometimes we will shift a bit to one side, but it is the prolonged staying in those positions that can cause issues over time. So nothing is wrong. As I said, we need to lean over and I come and I'm trying to maintain an upright spine, but am I gonna be twisted, when we're ready with a bad posture and we lean in a specific way? And you stay there for long periods of time, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, and then you start
feeling it,
right from, actually, most times from 15 to 20 minutes, your body's like, you're not moving.
But Doc, you have some persons who will actually say that a slanted position is actually more comfortable than trying to maintain this posture of, standing or sitting upright. So what do we do then? Is it something that we have to stay conscious of if we're, coming back to this alignment?
So when we go in a slanted position, we take the load off our tailbone. And then when we're in that, so when you're sitting straight on the buttocks, right? And the pressure is now on the tailbone going straight through the spine. That's normal, but sometimes we can feel, I don't even know what the right word, uncomfortable, discomfort after a period of time. So we start to offload. And it's a similar thing that we do when, I'm gonna stand, right? It's a similar thing that we do when we're standing in a bank line, we're doing something, a production.
Transaction,
and you're there for a long period of time. You automatically start to offload that spine by shifting, you weight shift. Right? We start to, you see it every day in the bank line, you see everybody, and they shake. That's because you want to take off some of the pressure off the spine directly, because you start to feel uncomfortable. But that's okay. So I can still weight shift and still maintain a good posture. It's when we start to twist up and bend up that really starts to affect the spine a lot and cause issues.
Yep. You said something that I never thought about, please. When you said we must have posture even when we lay down. I've always thought when you think posture is how when you sit, and people must be upright. And my mom used to do that all the time. And she'd come and go so, and say sit properly. But when I lay down, because I sleep on my side, I watch TV, and I lay down, so, and also I watch the TV. So when I'm laying down, it matters also in a serious way?
It matters. So if you look at the anatomy of the spine, let's go down to the skeleton now. When you look at the skeleton, there is a curve inward at the neck. And if we go to the lower back, right above the buttocks, there's a curve inward. When we go to our upper back, there's a curve outward. Now for women, that curve outward at the upper back is not as prominent. For men, the curve above the buttocks is inward, is not as prominent as in women, right? So we have these natural curves that are there. When you lay down, if you don't support those curves, you will also start to have pain. So that's why naturally all of us have a pillow at our neck.
What you mean when you say if you don't support the curves? What do you mean by that?
So that's why we have a pillow. We naturally put a pillow at our neck to support that inward curve when you lie down. Because
if you lay flat on the mattress, you'll actually feel the gap.
If you lay flat, even if you just do it for a few minutes, after a while you start to feel uncomfortable, like your neck just pulling, it's trying to go right back to the mattress and it can't. So it's uncomfortable. So gravity, when you're lying on your back, gravity is pressing on your body. So if you don't put a pillow at your neck, for example, you are going to start having pain over time. So we naturally try to support the curve at our neck. The one at our upper back, because of it's curving outward, it will just go straight on that mattress. But the one that's at our lower back, especially in women, we need to support it. So how do we do that when you're lying on your back, for example? We do it by placing a pillow across the back of the thighs, or two, because some of our pillows are super flat. So if you just put a one flat pillow, you're uncomfortable.
You're not going to feel any kind of help.
But you may have to put two if it's super flat. But if it's a normal fluff, you'll put one and you realize, I feel much better. Because now it has tilted your pelvis forward and now that curve is closer to the mattress.
That's interesting because I do that all the time.
Do it without even knowing.
But because I have a bad back. I have slight scoliosis. So I do it all the time, including last evening I did it.
Exactly.
I put the pillow and sometimes though I don't know whether to just put my leg. Sometimes I almost put my buttocks on the pillow and that will feel comfortable another time.
So we have to play around with it. We're not the same. We're not a one size fits all. And that's not unfortunate. But unfortunately, the market makes a lot of one size fits all products for us. And that doesn't work. So a lot of times I tell patients, just get your face towels, get your big towels. If you have a very deep roll, curve in the spine, I will say take that towel and roll it and then put it in the small of the back. So say we put the pillow there and we still feel like you need a bit of support, take a face towel, roll and place it and you get that support.
I know you have an event coming up.
Yes.
Tell me about it because we're almost out of time.
All right. So as a healthcare professional and an entrepreneur, I realized that I didn't know a lot about business. It took me the 8 years to get where I am. And I'm still growing and building my business. But I know that a lot of us as medical professionals want to get into business, don't know the back end of business because we're scientists. And I just decided to have an event for us.
Nice.
It's called A Day to Thrive, moving from clinician to entrepreneur. And it's empowering Jamaican healthcare professionals to build thriving specialized practices.
When, where, and how much?
All right, so it's gonna be Saturday, November 15th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's here in Kingston. I have the location, but I want people to register ahead of time so we can prepare for you. So when you register, we will send you the location as a part of your welcome package.
Yeah.
And you can find us at musclecraftpt.com. On the website, there is a link that goes to special events and you'll get all information about it there. And of course, Instagram, musclecraftpt. And if you want to just call us, it's 876-9999186. So that's 4 9s. 9999186.
Yeah, man. Stay safe, you and your family. God
You
bless
too.
you. And thanks for
God
coming.
bless you.
Chief Executive Officer and lead physiotherapist at the Musclecraft Physiotherapy, Dr. Savion Francis. 10 minutes to your health. We'll do it again next Thursday. So, I and I will say, and the I will also say, he said, she said. But why we say he said, she said? Because we don't say it yet. All right, soon come. I'm going to work it out.